If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstnb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Pull up, we bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube? Mascot, you back out with another video. Today's video, we got the top 3 best center builds as of patch 14 in NBA 2K20. And I know there's a lot of people that want some good center builds, so today I'm gonna give you guys the best center builds, the top 3 best center builds as of patch 14. I do want to let you guys know that these videos do take a long time to make, so if you could show your appreciation by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, it would really mean a lot. And one last thing, there are going to be timestamps in the comment section below. The pinned comment is going to be timestamps for all 3 builds. Make sure you guys do like that comment, all that good stuff. Now we're going to get straight into the video. Now the very first build is going to be the glass cleaning lockdown. Make sure you guys make it a center. Other stuff does not matter. Personal preference. Now moving on to skill breakdown of this build, man, we are going to be picking the all defending pie chart. Make sure you guys do pick it. Moving on to physical profile of this build, man, there's 2 physical profiles you can pick, either this one or the balance, but I feel like balance is the best balance because you got good speed, you got good acceleration, vertical, all that good stuff. I'm recommending pick balance. Moving on to the Asher side, make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum bad as possible. Now this is a pretty simple build. All you do, max out close shot, so you're pretty much gonna max out every single finishing stat. Now your post hook, here's the first thing you aren't gonna max out. Put this to a 64, which is like 2 points off of max, so pretty much max out every single finishing stat. Pass accuracy, max this out, and then moving on to defense, max out every single defending stat, just like this, rebounding, block, all that good stuff, which will allow you to get 30 defensive rebounding badges. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 16 finishing, 1 shooting, 1 playmaking, and 30 defensive and rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 48 badges for this glass cleaning lockdown build. Now, like I said, it's a very simple build. You got really good finishing, pretty much max finishing stats. You got max defending stats and a little bit of pass accuracy. It's going to be a very nice build. Moving on to Sutters to man, body shape does not matter. It's a center. So I would either recommend you pick Burley or Build, but I'm going to pick Burley. Moving on to the height with this build, I'm going to recommend you make the build either 6'9" or 6'10". I personally think 6'9" is going to be the better height. Look at how much of a boost you get when you make the build 6'9". It's absolutely insane. You're going to be insanely fast. You're going to get all the contact dunks with this build. I'm going to recommend you make the build 6'9". Moving on to the weight with this build. Now here's the thing. Me personally, I do not want my acceleration dropping below a 70. And look, as soon as you put your weight higher than 233 pounds, it drops to a 69. So personally, I'm gonna recommend you put the weight to 233 pounds. Now I know some people aren't gonna like that because you're gonna want higher strength. If you don't care about the acceleration being lower than a 70, go ahead and put your weight higher, but I'm gonna put the weight to this. Moving on to the wingspan of this build, of course, you want to max your wingspan out so you get better defense and some better. You guys see you have an 84 steal, absolutely insane. You're gonna grab so many steals. You have an 81 perimeter defense, 75 lateral quickness. Man, this build's gonna be insane. Make sure you guys do max the wingspan out. Moving on to take over this build, man, it's either rim or glass. They're both good options, but this is just personal preference. I'm gonna just pick rim protector. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a paint beast similar to Ben Wallace, Andre Drummond, and DeAndre Jordan. Now I know I did say this build is a glass clean lockdown. I forgot to say when you make the build 6'9", it does change your name to a paint beast. I was thinking we are gonna make the build 6'10". If you make it 6'10", you're a glass clean lockdown, but if you're 6'9", it's a paint beast. It's pretty much the exact same thing, just a different name. Now to get straight into the best badges for this build, like I do in every single videos, I'm gonna show you guys my personal recommendation for the badges. Moving on to finishing badges, let's get this out the way. Now you guys see you have an 83 driving dunk. All you have to do is hit 96 overall to get the pro contact dunks. Keep in mind, as soon as you make the build, you're getting big man contact dunks. But for the driving contact dunks, you need to hit 96 overall for the pro contact dunks. And you need to hit 97 overall for the elite contact dunks. You are a center, so unfortunately you can't get the small contact dunks. Those are only for point guard, shooting guard, and small forward. Now moving on to finishing badges build, we have 16. Definitely want gold contact finisher, fancy floor, slithery finisher. I feel like these 3 badges have to be on gold. Lob city finisher, yes. Everybody's be throwing you lobs this build. You definitely need that badge. Now you have 4 upgrades left. You can do your back down punisher if you're to be bullying people in the paint, drop stepper, deep hooks. There's a lot of good badges you could do. I think I'm gonna do silver relentless finisher. I definitely want that badge. Now 2 upgrades left. I do want one of these badges. I think personally what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just do back down punisher. You can change these badges up, but this is what I would do personally. Moving on to shooting badges build. Yeah, we didn't upgrade one single shooting stat, so I feel like the only 2 badges that will help you is either slippery off ball and hot zone hunter. If you have all your paint hot zones hunters will help you out, and slippery off ball just can help you move faster off the ball. This is your call. I'm gonna just pick slippery off ball. Moving on to playmaking battles build, man, we just upgrade our pass accuracy. So honestly, you can throw on break starter if you want to, maybe bailout, maybe needle thread. There's a lot of good battles you can throw on. I think I'm gonna throw on break starter. Moving on to defensive battles build, man, we upgraded every single defensive stats. Yeah, max defensive stats. This build's gonna be a demon. You definitely want your Hall of Fame brick wall, Hall of Fame intimidator. We do have an 81 steal, actually an 84 steal. Really insane. I would highly recommend throw your interceptor at least silver. If you want to go Hall of Fame, you're gonna catch so many interceptions. Go ahead and do it, but I think I'm gonna just do silver. 20 upgrades left. You definitely want your clamps in the Hall of Fame. Keep in mind, this build can move pretty fast. You have an 81 perimeter defense and a 75 lateral quickness. I feel it's gonna be good to have that badge. Chase down arts. You could go Hall of Fame on this badge, but I'm gonna just do bronze. I feel like bronze is really all you need. You have a max block. Definitely want rim protector. You definitely want rebound chaser. Pogo stick, of course. I'm gonna throw this badge on Hall of Fame. I'm gonna do bronze box and 2 upgrades left. I think what I'm gonna do personally, I'm gonna just do silver post move lockdown. I feel like these are gonna be the best defensive rebounding badges for this build. You want to run the badge, change your badges up, do whatever you want to do. But that's build number 1. Let's get straight into the second build of this video. Moving on to build number 2, man, we got the paint beast. Make sure you guys make it a center. This other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now moving on to skill breakdown of this build, man, we are going to be picking the defense and finishing pie chart. So make sure you guys do pick it. You're gonna have Hall of Fame finishing badges and Hall of Fame defensive badges. Moving on to physical profile of this build, man, there's a couple you could pick, but if it was up to me, you either want the second one or the balance. It's really up to you. Or if you want to be a really fast paint beast, you can go ahead and pick all agility. I've been seeing people that have all agility for their paint beast, and they're actually pretty good. It's up to you if you want all that speed or if you want a good balance of everything. I'm just recommending pick balance. Moving on to the attribute, make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum bat as possible. Max out close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, and put your post hook to a 73 just like that. So you get 21 finishing badges. Moving on to playmaking, we're to skip shooting, keep that in mind. Moving on to playmaking, max out pass accuracy and put your post moves to I think 2 points below the max, actually like more like 4 points below the max to a 73. So you get 9 playmaking badges. Moving on to defense, max out interior, perimeter defense, put this to a 58 just like that. Max out lateral quickness. We aren't going to touch steal unfortunately. Max out block and both of your rebounding stats just like that. So you get 25 defensive rebounding badges. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 21 finishing, 1 shooting, 9 playmaking, and 25 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 56 badges for this paint beast build. Now this build does get a lot of badges. Now I know you can get more badges as a power forward if you get more playmaking, but this is the center version. Keep that in mind. This build is really insane. Make sure you guys make it like this. Moving on to Sarge man, box shit does not matter. It's a center, so I recommend you pick either Burley or Bill. I'm gonna just pick Burley. Moving on to the height of this build. Now you can make the build either 6'9" or 6'10". I personally think with this build you're better off going 6'10". If you want to go 6'9", go ahead, but I'm just recommending you make the build 6'10". Moving on to the weight with this build, I personally am going to recommend you put the weight to 250 pounds. I don't want it to be too high that I'm lacking in vertical and acceleration. You guys see right here, you have a 95 strength and an 82 interior defense. When you put the weight to 250, you aren't losing anything whatsoever, so it's a perfect weight. That's what I'm recommending you do personally. Moving on to wingspan's build, definitely want to max this out, of course, so you can play better defense and grab more rebounds. Moving on to takeovers build, man, it's either rim protector or glass. They're both good options, just personal preference. I'm gonna just recommend you pick rim protector. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a paint beast similar to Bill Russell, Clint Capella, and Hassan Whiteside. Pretty good comparison. Now we get straight into the best badges like I do in every single of my videos. You're getting 56 badges. That is really good. And I'm gonna show you guys my personal recommendation. Let's put this to 99 overall real quick. 21 finishing. Now here's something I didn't say. Now with this build, you are getting the pro and big man contact dunks off rip. All you have to do is hit 96 overall to get the elite contact dunks. Keep in mind, we're a center, so we cannot unlock small contact dunks. Those are only for point guard, shooting guard, and small forward. So keep that in mind. Off rip, you're getting pro contact dunks and big man contact dunks, and at 96 you're getting elite contact dunks. Moving on to finishing badges, you definitely want Hall of Fame contact finisher, fancy footwork, I would say slithery finisher as well, Lob City, without a doubt. People are going to be throwing you out for this build, you definitely want that badge. 5 upgrades left. Relentless finisher, definitely want that badge. You could do maybe deep hooks. You do have a decent post hook, so you could do that like I said. You can also do consistent finisher, giant slayer. I think what I'm gonna do personally, I'm probably just gonna do gold deep hooks. I feel like it's good if you take advantage of that 73 post hook. This is what I'm recommending you do personally, but if you want some post scoring badges like drop stepper, back down punisher, go ahead. Like I said, this one I'm gonna do personally. Moving on to shooting badges build, and we didn't upgrade one single shooting stat. Like I said for the previous build, either hot zone or slippery off ball. I'm gonna just throw on hot zone, or actually I'm gonna just throw on slippery off ball. Moving on to playmaking badges build, when you have 9 playmaking badges, you definitely want quick first step. It's gonna be a very nice badge for you. Definitely want, I would say, break starter and probably gold bailout. Now if you want dream shake post spin for some post scoring badges, go ahead, but this is what I'm gonna do personally. Moving on to defensive badges build, when you have 25 defensive badges, you definitely want brick wall, chase down artist on bronze, Hall of Fame intimidator, clamps. Yes, I do want this badge, so I think I'm gonna do silver. Now you could go higher if you really want to. I'm just do silver. Now we didn't upgrade our steel, so I feel like there's no point in throwing any steel badges, so no interceptor or pickpocket. Now if you want to, go ahead, but this is what I'm doing personally. Now you definitely want rebound chaser, rim protector, pogo stick for sure. I want this badge on Hall of Fame. Now 2 upgrades left. Like I said, there's plenty of good badges you could do. Box, I think I'm gonna do this badge. Yeah, I might as well just do this badge on silver. Show love to Box. But that's build number 2, man. Let's get straight into the final build of this video. Alright, y'all, moving on to the final build of this video. It's going to be the shooting glass clean lockdown. Make sure you guys do make this build the center. Other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now moving on to skill breakdown with this build, man. It's a shooting glass lock. So of course, we're gonna be picking the defense and shooting pie chart. You're gonna have Hall of Fame shooting badges and Hall of Fame defensive badges. Moving on to physical profile of this build, man. They can pick whatever you want, but I would personally recommend you pick balance. I feel like you need a good balance of speed, strength, vertical, and acceleration. Now, if you want all agility, if you want to be a fast glass cleaning lockdown, go ahead. Pick whatever you want, but I feel like the best one is the balance pie chart. Moving on to the attribute plan. Make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum bad as possible. Max out your close shot. Put your driving layup to a 48 just like that, and max out your driving dunk, standing dunk, and your post hook just like that. So you get 12 finishing badges. And moving on to shooting, you are going to max out your mid-range, your 3-point shot, and your free throw. Put this to a 76 just like that. And max out your post fade. So you get 17 shooting badges. And moving on to playmaking, we aren't going to be touching any playmaking stats. So moving on to defense, max out interior, max out block, and both of your rebounding stats just like that. Something I forgot to tell you guys, take your standing dunk down to an 84, which is just 1 point off of the max. You aren't losing any finishing badges, and you're going to put that 1 upgrade to your defensive rebound. That gives you an extra defensive rebounding badges. Now here's the badge setup. You get 12 finishing, 17 shooting, 1 playmaking, and 20 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 50 badges for the shooting, glass cleaning, lockdown build. You got pretty good finishing stats, really good shooting, and pretty good defensive rebounding badges. Move on to the other stuff, man. Body shape does not matter. It's a center, so I would just recommend you pick either built or burly. It's whatever you want to do, though. If you want to make your player skinny, go ahead. I'm going to pick burly. Moving on to the height of this build, I would either make the build 6'11" or 6'10". It's completely up to you. I think the best type of this build is going to be 6'11". Moving on to the weight with this build, again, I think your best bet is just maxing the weight out to 285 pounds, just to get some better interior defense and better strength. You don't really have good lateral quickness, and acceleration and vertical is not that good anyways. It's not bad, but I feel like you're better off maxing your weight out so you get better interior defense and better strength. Moving on to the wingspan of this build, here's a very key thing. Put your wingspan 1 below the max. The reason for that, as you guys see, as soon as you max your wingspan out, your 3-point shot goes to a 69. I don't want that. I want it to be at least a 70. Take it down 1 from max. You have a 73-point shot and a 74 mid-range. That's perfectly good. That's what I'm recommending you put your wingspan to. Moving on to takeovers of this build, man. Now let me just show you guys something real quick. If you put your wingspan to 89 inches, you get the addition of sharpshooter takeover. So if you want sharpshooter takeover, go ahead and put your wingspan at 89 inches. But if you don't really care about that, I would just recommend you put it to 92 inches, and you can either pick rim protector or glass cleaner. Again, they're all really good options. It just depends how you want to play. I'm gonna just pick rim protector. I feel like that's the better takeover, but that's just my personal opinion. If you feel like glass is better, go ahead and pick that. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a glass cleaning lockdown similar to Hassan Whiteside, Ben Wallace, and Mitchell Robinson. Now we're gonna get straight into the best badges build. You guys are pretty familiar with this. Every video I'm gonna show you guys my personal recommendation. We got 50 badges, so I'm gonna show you guys what I would do with these badges. Put this to 99 overall real quick. Now before we move on to finishing, the only contact dunk you're getting for this build is big man contact dunks, nothing else, so keep that in mind with this build. Finishing badges, you have 12 of them. You definitely want contact finisher, fancy fork, and slithery finisher. I feel like these three badges have to be on gold. You don't have to throw them on if you don't want to, but this is what I like doing personally, and I would just do lob city finisher. People will be throwing you alley-oops this build. It's gonna help you catch alley-oops. You might as well. Moving on to shooting badges build, you have 17 shooting badges. You definitely want Hall of Fame quick draw. If you want them down gold or silver, go ahead, but I'm just do Hall of Fame. Definitely want Hall of Fame range extender, Hall of Fame hot zone hunter, 5 upgrades left. I definitely do want green machine, so I think I'm gonna throw this badge on silver. Catch and shoot without a doubt has to be on. Actually, I might throw green machine on gold. Yeah, I'm gonna do green machine on gold and silver catch and shoot. I feel like these are gonna be the best shooting badges for this build. Moving on to playmaking badges build, we didn't upgrade one single playmaking set, so keep that in mind. You can throw on bailout, break starter, needle threader. I think I'm just throwing bailout. Moving on to defensive badges build, when you have 20 defensive badges, you definitely want brick wall. Actually, it depends if you're setting screens with this build. Now, if you're gonna be spotting up, don't throw a brick wall on, but I'm gonna just assume you're gonna be setting screens. Definitely throw on brick wall. You definitely want chase down artist on at least bronze. Intimidator without a doubt has to be on. You definitely want rebound chaser, rim protector. Yes, you definitely want that badge as well. Now 3 upgrades left. I would just say throw on gold pogo stick. If you want silver pogo stick and bronze box, but I'm gonna just do gold pogo stick. I feel like this is the best combination in my opinion. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the top 3 best center builds as a patch 14 in NBA 2K20. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys do the like button, subscribe. As you guys can see, we're at 58,300 subs. We're 1,700 subs away from 60K subs. You watch this video right now, you like what you see. Make sure you guys do subscribe and turn on notifications. And I'll say it one more time, these videos do take a long time to make. If you could show your appreciation, man, by hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, turning on the notifications, it would really mean a lot. And it would give me more motivation to make these kind of videos. I really do appreciate all the support, man. But that's pretty much it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.